Scorpio, how you doing? Okay, so this is from the 8th until the 22nd. How you guys doing? So I've got a song for you that came into my head, which was Black Hot Sun, won't you come and wash away the rain? Black Hot Sun, won't you come? So that's your song, Black Hole Sun, right? So let's see. So I'm going to draw you an angel therapy card, or see what comes out. So let's see, for Scorpio, Sun, Rising, or Venus. Angel therapy card. Any messages for Scorpio, Sun, Rising, or Venus? There we go. So we've got a favourable outcome. A favourable outcome. So it's pretty much trying to find balance, trying to find the light. Some of you could be a light seeker. You've got the light side and the dark side. I'll show you the card in a second. But you have a positive and a negative response that runs through your chakral system. Okay? Your home is protected by angels. So pretty much we're always protected. So you're always protected. But see, dark side, light side. You know. So you have a positive response from your left arm. So your left arm. So, I mean, I have a Scorpio rising, okay, but within my left arm, okay, that is, I mean, that's where you shuffle cards, but normally when I get touched by spirit, you're touched by spirit. So, normally, well, always, that my arm goes like goosebumps and all my hand or my hairs start coming up on my arm. So some of you could be experiencing that you are like a light seeker, a speaker of light, an energy light beacon. Okay, so you it fluctuates through you through the scale of balance. Okay, so it's balancing out the scales, but it's more favourable within your left arm. So you are gifted within your left arm in some reason. Okay, well that does relate to me, but that may well relate to you. Now your gift of what you could have, okay, you can have like a tingling on your foot or within your arms or within your legs or somewhere that people normally have assigned. But mine is within my left arm, okay, so that might be something to you. Okay, your home is protected by angels. So you're pretty much being there, well, they're watching. They're always around you, and they are watching you build something, create something around the home. But it's kind of like they're guarding you. So if you feel guarded or you feel in fear about your home, you know, don't worry about that because you are being watched. Okay? Excuse me. Be gentle with yourself. Reminds me of The Doors, the film The Doors, where the guy comes running on stage and he goes, love animals, man. Love animals, man. I forget what else he said, but some of you might like animals. Be gentle with yourself. So you've done nothing wrong. Be gentle with yourself. Okay. So, they're your angel therapy cards. So let's go on. So I know pretty much what you've got. There it is. But this did come in. Black hot sun, won't you come and wash away the rain? Black hot sun. So washing the tears away. But pretty much everything within this card. Now this is your karma card. Okay, this is also your legacy because it's part of your destiny, which is your first card out, karma card, best card in the deck. Okay, now me personally, how you can relate this to you is that within my 10th house is Leo. Okay, that's part of my wheel of fortune, which is my midhaven, but that in the 10th house means legacy. Okay, but also within my first house, which is my rising sign, which is Scorpio. Okay, so it means soul growth, evolution within your wheel of fortune, but your fate, your destiny, what you're supposed to be here for. So relating this to those cards is that you have to be gentle with your gift and understand that you are a gentle human being of light, okay? And that you need to also like make sure that you protect yourself, you know, give yourself some self-respect. But understand that energy comes from you. It comes from you. It comes from all of us. You know, it comes from all of us. When you're in alignment with yourself and your calling and what you should do, you know, your energy needs protecting, okay? It needs protecting. So you might feel like overly guarded when you're around people in general, okay? So that could be why we came up with that, be gentle with yourself. And the other one that was protecting the home because it can mean that you can feel fear, like when you go out or things like that, that people are around that can affect your energy, and that you need to kind of protect it against humanity, you know, because not everybody's on the same path or calling, and they don't all have the same belief as you, you know, and but generally, as an overview, that this is your legacy, this is your destiny, this is what you're supposed to be here for. Okay, it could be Leo, okay, but it could be children, that you could work with children, that you could work in anything, because this is like everything, anything and anything. Okay, so you're a very caring, very nurturing, very loving, very warm, passionate person. Okay, but within part of your karma card, you can't. This is your soul. Your soul is learned so much, where you might be a father figure, a mother figure. You might work with children. You might work in the creative field. You know, I just see the red flag, red flag, red flag. But we'll see. But you can't outdo the sun as a general overview card for the first card out, because it's everything. So you to me are everything, the sweetest song that I can sing, oh baby. So someone might see you like that, but let's kind of see how they see you. So, okay, so it could have something to do with children, but these are like messages that needs growth in messaging. I keep picking this up for a lot of signs. Someone's trying to offer you something, right? Someone's trying to give you something. They're following you to give you something, and they want to offer. They want to give you like a message, but it's kind of like, okay, I really do apologise for this, Scorpio, right? But I've got to go with, because I'm picking some weird stuff up at the minute. Okay, so this is under the deck, right? We'll go under the deck, but this is like going through filters, okay, filters, or like Snapchat, okay, filtering, I don't know what, filtering out the black, the darkness, filtering out the darkness, but filters like Snapchat or Netflix, or like reminiscing on that, I would just want to reconcile with, like, I'm working on my sobriety. Sobriety, what's the song? Sobriety, twisting my sobriety, right? A twist in my sobriety. What was her name? Tanita Tikaram. There's another one for you. Twisting my sobriety. So some of you could be working on your sobriety, which doesn't, it can mean alcohol, it can mean drugs, alcohol, can be anything like that, but working on like mending a broken heart, and then having opportunities, okay, like showing up for something, like twisting my sobriety, which was a dark kind of song, wasn't it? But there's a twist in my sobriety. So there's a twist to this. There's a twist. You might be feeling like you're going around the twist, just overdoing something, but maybe not. This could just mean that you just want to watch TV. There's another song. There's another song. I want my own TV. So some of you could be on TV. I want my own TV. But yeah, this is like kind of missing out on opportunities, but also something that you're still concentrated on, you know, but working on your sobriety, but having a lot of soul growth in it, where spirit is also nudging you in that direction to say that whatever it is that you're doing, there's a favourable outcome. Okay, now I'll go over this at the end, but I do know that you have a lot going on here, a lot going on, but definitely someone's trying to give you a message, or to a Leo, possible Leo. But so you got the Queen of Wands. So this is like a hell of a lot of spiritual work calling. So I generally try to do this as a message for you, Scorpio, but I also try to do it for the people that you can be indicative with, and everything, right? Work and everything. We go through everything through this reading. But the Queen of Wands, now it's obviously Leo, Aries or Sagittarius. Normally Sagittarius for me, but generally through free spirit, free falling. So you've got like you've got a calling, free calling. Someone's trying to call you, like message you but call you. So, all right, here's a picture of a fish. That's what I was trying to get to. That is what Spirit was trying to tell me. Some of you might be receiving a message via Messenger or Snapchat of someone's sunny side up. Like receiving a message of their fish, perhaps. I don't know. It's weird, but I have to go with that because that's like receiving a message. That's the message that comes through, and it's about, well, it's either about children, it's either about a Leo, or it's like someone is still trying to reach out and give you a message, but they're just not sending it either. They are, but they're not. It's kind of like a twist of my sobriety. Someone could be overindulgent in their past, and they'd been trying to do something. Let's see. So anyway, you've got the Queen of Wands. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But this is working on your spiritual calling. So connecting with either a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. And then you've got the King of Cups. Okay, so you've got two, I would say two masculine, but because you've got the Queen of Wands, which is watching a water sign, which could be you, but it's generally Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But is watching you go walk this way, talk this way. But generally it's kind of like, well, I really want to offer you something where we can grow and expand together, you know. So I'm watching you. So it's kind of like, well, I have more control of my emotions now, but also my spiritual calling. So why are you going? There you go, 8. So listening to the universe, but what you've got is the mirror, because you've got 8 and 4, 12, which is 2, which is the 2 of Cups, right? The 2 of Cups. So soulmate energy, but this is also soulmate energy. This is 8, where the universe is telling you that you are both going on a spiritual journey. Both. It's kind of like you've got a follower of Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and you're like, it's kind of like, well, we both need to go on a journey. We're both on this spiritual journey, and we're both going to find either an Aquarius, possible Virgo, but either a Gemini or Aquarius, or water sign. Okay, but listening to the universe to say that in order for there to be a come together, that you need to listen to what it is that we're trying to tell you. Someone's trying to tell you something. That's what I'm picking up. Is that somebody is trying to tell you that you are the center of their world, of their karma, is that they see you as a very caring, loving person, but of someone that they want to give a message to or receive a message to, but there needs to be growth in that message. It depends what's in this cup. Because it's kind of like, it could mean a lot to where the messages at the moment are more spiritual inclined than what they are actually. They're like bitty. But this is so far. But you do have this 2 of Cups here. So it's kind of getting over. You've got possible Leo also. Leo that's involved, where someone's offering something to a Leo or to children or something. Also, because it's kind of splitting into 2 stories, because you've got Sagittarius energy here that's following a water sign that could possibly be you, that's also following a water sign, but you've got another water sign, but a childish energy really, that's offering to a Leo that you could have children with, or they do, or something, because someone is offering something to a Leo, possible, and they may not be interested in that. That can also be them that's not interested in that. And because you have the 3 of Swords under that, this can be indicative to this other person here that's involved in this. Because trust me, you know, with these soulmate spiritual connections, 9 times 1, all the time, they don't always have to be involved with other people, but majority they are all been dealt with some kind of traumatic heartbreak and betrayal. The Three of Swords can mean the Five of Swords, okay? And it can mean anything where people are all up in people's shit that are stopping people from going forward because of mind games, manipulation, heartache, betrayal. Three parties, you know? Three. Because you've got someone here that is also looking at three people. So it's like a missed opportunity because of a third party interference. And it could be because of that, of reason why you're walking this way, is because someone is messaging a Leo. Or they're trying to concentrate more on what they are doing with their children or their work. Because this can mean arts and crafts and like, you know, that someone's just got a newborn baby. Newborn, reborn. Because there's been a rebirth of the situation, right? There's been some kind of growth in this situation because of the sun. But you've come from the black hole sun, meaning that you've come from the mother, father. The mother or the father is what I just heard. The film. The God parent. The godchild, the child. God's, what's the film? The Godfather, right? The Godfather. Somebody could be being christened spiritually, like at church, christened like the Godfather, and this could be like things that go on in the church, because you have like spiritual and emotional, but yeah, I think that is for some of you, like the Godfather. Somebody wants you to be their Godfather. The Godfather. Or you are the Godfather? Yeah, definitely. And you're waiting to receive a message about being a Godfather. Yeah, because this could be the child that is either one a Leo or has water in their chart, or they are Pisces, Cancer or Scorpio. But if that is the situation, whoever that's involving, they see you as the centre of their, like, the child itself sees you as the centre of their world at the moment. You know, they see you also as someone very playful. Yeah, playful. But then you've got this other thing kind of going on too. Excuse me if I'm a little bunged up, but I've got... it's been raining today, and when it rains, the grass kind of really starts to play with my allergies. But you've got a lot of spiritual stuff that's going on, and you're communicating very well with like the Akashic records, all that sort of stuff. But you've got a follower, because this is like a time traveler follower, where I've got, like, I'm becoming more of my masculine than my feminine, but you've got a feminine and a masculine, but like a very strange mix of both. A very strange mix of both. You've got a queen and a king. So this can mean like the church or court, because they're queens and kings. So they can mean soul groups of people that are all around you. And that you've got an idea about something, about working on a project that where your soul here, your soul, spiritually, soul is being guided this way. Your soul has a higher spiritual journey calling to go in. It's telling you that whatever this energy is here, you still have something more as your soul to experience on a journey that you still need to go on. There's more to receive. Because you've got this, which is something that you need to receive, right? Which is the Two of Cups, regardless of any other card. That your soul is being called here because you have a Two of Cups, which is here. So this is the journey that you're going on with the Two of Cups that's missing. Like, it kind of makes a Ten of Cups, but because you're in search, you're listening to the universe and you're in search for your Ten of Cups, right? That's where you're going. You're going to find emotional fulfillment. You're going to find the 10. Okay, that's where you're on a journey for, to find some kind of happiness and soul evolution of growth through that. This can mean traveling. This can mean literally anything, where you've had to walk away from something because you have a higher spiritual calling to actually go forth on. At work, projects, arts and crafts projects, anything. You might have a few things going on. And I know you have. I know you have. So this is where people are going to go, oh, okay, but I have to earn a living. It's very cheap, very still. 21 on the clock. No, it wasn't 21. I'm sure I see 21.12. That was it. 21.12. Okay, so you can find your monthly and your bi-weeklies all over one on Patreon. Okay, also on Vimeo that's below. Okay, Patreon. There's loads over there. All your bi-weeklies and monthlies. The monthlies won't be over on YouTube. They're only over on Patreon or Vimeo, okay? And your bi-weeklies are in different folders. This will be in the bi-weekly folder and Patreon. For Patreon, for a monthly subscription, I think it's like $15, I think, $15 or $16. All your monthlies and all these are there for Tier 1 for a while, okay? And you'll have access to the next month early than everybody else because it'll only be out on Patreon, okay? But you can watch this still over on Vimeo if you just want to watch this one reading. But soon it's all going to change next month. But it's still like $3. It's really not a lot to see it. It's $3. Okay. But you have an option of both Vimeo and all the links in the description, monthlies, bi-weeklies, and then also Patreon that you've got an option with too. Please check out also the song in the discussion page. Song of the month. There's some other songs over there as well. Please follow Becoming the Change, which is the business page over on Facebook that I can keep up to date with people, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, you've got you've got a higher calling spiritually, definitely. But you've got like a Queen of Wands energy that's watching you do this also, watching you like become more like in your like emotionally stable. But they're watching you actually walk away from something. But it seems to me is like they actually want to follow you, because you've got three energies that are going this way, and you've got an energy here that's going this way. So that's why it's telling me like you could have like work or something like that where it's children or something involved, and it's going that way. But where you should really be going is this way, is walking this way. Yeah, so we will see what this is. All the other cards and clarified, and trust me, when you get over to Patreon or Vimeo, that's where we dig a lot deeper and where it all comes into one conclusion. But trust me, I can't tell people what the other part is until I start editing it. But normally they're very in depth, where we come to the conclusion of what everything's about. Okay, because it'll be money, finances, work, love, everything. Okay, but this is from, like I said, now until the 22nd. Okay, all right, Scorpio. Thanks very much. Peace.